In the glamorous yet tumultuous world of The Young and the Restless, Audra's frustrations with Tucker reach a boiling point, complicating the tangled web of relationships and corporate intrigues at Chancellor Winters. The cancellation of yet another planned trip, a romantic getaway to Paris, serves as the catalyst for a dramatic unraveling of their relationship. Audra's reaction to the cancelled travel plans is a mixture of fury and betrayal. Having previously experienced disappointment due to Tucker's last-minute change of plans, she finds the repeated disregard for their personal commitments unforgivable. This time, her patience wears thin as Tucker, embroiled in corporate battles with Devon, decides to prioritize his son's business interests over their personal life, further straining their relationship. Feeling ignored and sidelined, Audra issues an ultimatum to Tucker, threatening to end their relationship if they do not make the trip to Paris. Tucker's response is dismissive, demonstrating his focus is elsewhere. He had already cancelled the plane tickets, signaling a clear choice between his personal and professional priorities. In a state of emotional turmoil and seeking solace, Audra finds herself drinking alongside Nate at a bar. Their conversation, deepened by mutual understanding and perhaps a shared sense of isolation, leads to an impulsive decision. As night falls, they return to Nate's hotel room, where their mutual comfort evolves into a passionate encounter. This act is not just a moment of weakness for Audra, it is a deliberate act of defiance and revenge against Tucker, a way to express her hurt and anger. This plot twist adds another layer of complexity to the relationships within the show, highlighting themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the personal costs of business wars. Audra's actions are a clear indication of her emotional state and her readiness to sever ties with Tucker, driven by a desire to reclaim her dignity and agency in a relationship that has left her feeling neglected and unvalued. As the storyline progresses, the consequences of this night are bound to ripple through the lives of Tucker, Audra, and Nate, affecting their personal and professional relationships. The discovery is not made through confession or accident, but through an anonymous and incriminating photograph, a method befitting the underhanded dealings of Genoa City. This unexpected piece of evidence captures a moment most private and vulnerable, Audra and Nate together, devoid of their clothing, in a compromising embrace. Tucker, known for his possessive and jealous nature, is driven to the edge by the photograph. Consumed by a mix of anger, betrayal, and wounded pride, he storms into Nate's hotel room. The sight that greets him, Audra and Nate in an intimate hold, acts as a visual confirmation of his worst fears and suspicions. This moment is not just a personal blow but a public humiliation for Tucker, given his standing in the community and business circles. Faced with the undeniable truth of the betrayal, Tucker's reaction is visceral. The confrontation is intense and fraught with emotional turmoil. The scene is charged with Tucker's outrage and Audra's guilt, interspersed with Nate's attempts to defuse the situation, which likely only serve to inflame Tucker's temper further. In the aftermath of this explosive encounter, the relationship between Tucker and Audra seems irreparably damaged. The trust that once formed the foundation of their partnership is shattered. For Tucker, the betrayal is not merely about the physical act but the emotional treachery, considering his deep-seated issues with trust and control. As the storyline unfolds, the ramifications of this affair will ripple through the lives of Tucker, Audra, and Nate. The potential breakup between Tucker and Audra opens up new narrative possibilities, testing alliances and loyalties. Additionally, this scandal threatens to impact Tucker's business dealings and his interpersonal relationships, not just with Audra but with other key players in Genoa City who might use this personal crisis against him.